A mother faces accusations of harming her own child. A sibling disclosing her darkest secrets. Along with an internet-shocking video. Is this an idol rumor? The unpleasant reality is something they did not want you to know. This goes beyond simple showmanship. An innocent child's life is on the line. Get the full story by watching this video. Tesehki started talking about you when she got there, and to be honest, got a little teary. Then she suddenly hinted that I was her ex. I was shocked, thinking, wow, I really thought we were cool. I thought she was a good sister, but we spent too much time together, and she got upset over the smallest things. She used to make fun of me for my advantages, always making jokes and even using derogatory names. It reminded me so much of How. Baby Toki dragged Chrisean through the worst of How, but somehow people continued to support her as if she were the victim. It got worse when Toki went too far and leaked a video of Chrisean allegedly hitting Junior because she was tired of hearing the poor baby cry. Instead of stepping in to help or showing concern, she turned around and used the situation to make Chrisean look bad in front of the world. And that video spread quickly, feeding into all the gossip and making things spiral out of control even more. I didn't forget that she used to call them vitamins when she really meant perks. The harsh truth is that Chrisean is the cause of all of this, and the reason Junior has special needs in the first place. She drank and smoked like a chimney. During her pregnancy, acting as though motherhood was the last thing on her mind every single day. Now, she has the gall to be upset with the world because her son didn't turn out the way she wanted, as if she wants everyone else to take the blame for what she did to that child before he was even born. She was arguing with T.I. Kemp a few days ago over the same foolishness, and just when you think she might pause and reflect, she's out there fighting with her like high school kids. People close to the situation have been saying for some time that Chrisean never seems to care who she hurts, whether it's family, friends, or even her own child. The way she treated Junior during that Instagram live confirmed many people's suspicions. As she raised her hand over him and said, "Watch this," the young boy's flinching revealed a story that words could not describe, and his response was not typical of a child acting out of character. When Toki said that Chrisean hits Junior when no one is looking, it created a whole new level of anxiety, and really, who can blame them? Instead of calming things down or offering a genuine explanation, Chrisean did what she always does, which is to flip the narrative and make herself the victim once more. She went online and begged her fans to pray for her, to not judge her, and to act as if the world was against her, which looked like the reaction of a child who has seen that hand fall on him before. People immediately noticed it and started criticizing her, saying that even if she did not hit him in that clip, it was obvious something was going on behind the scenes. But you can't play the victim forever, especially when a child's welfare is at stake. People are watching, and if she keeps up this reckless behavior, CPS will eventually show up at her door. Unless you have a good reason, you don't get so terrified of your own mother. Although some people on the internet tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, others were quick to express exactly what they felt. One comment in particular really stuck with me. The way that boy twisted his body to get away told me everything I needed to know. They were right. Another poster said that even if Chrisean wasn't the one touching him, it might have been someone else. Regardless, the child's reaction screamed trauma, and you can't fake that. Now, people are asking the big question, is this the kind of red flag that should have everyone alarmed, or is the internet overreacting? After all, no child should be caught in the middle of grown people's mess. Especially not Junior, who didn't ask for any of this, and unless something changes quickly, the situation could get worse very quickly. She even left that baby locked in a hot car so she could argue with Blueface on the phone. You really can't make this stuff up. Now, she's putting her hands on that child and is angry at Tesehki for calling her out. She digs herself even deeper, and whenever someone calls out her behavior, she plays the same card in an attempt to guilt-trip the public by asking her fans to pray for me. This has become her go-to tactic whenever she is caught doing something wrong, and instead of taking responsibility, she acts as though the world is just being cruel to her. Nevertheless, the truth is that she was being criticized long before this most recent incident with Junior even happened, and the internet was rife with criticism, especially regarding her role in her own child's condition. Many people believe that she is directly responsible for the difficulties Junior faces today, and they have not been silent about it. Not too long ago, Chrisean was on a live stream with Tesehki when a caller came on and let her have it. They accused her of ruining Junior's life. Then, as usual, Chrisean went back online and changed the story, asking people to pray for her as if that would make everything go away after all. You put your own child in danger and now you want people to feel sorry for you, but it didn't stop there. If anything, it got worse. They called her every imaginable derogatory name and it quickly became very ugly. She left Junior crying in a car while she stood outside arguing with Blueface on the phone, and it wasn't just a brief moment either. The poor baby kept crying louder and louder while Chrisean kept arguing as if nothing else mattered. And when the crying got so bad that viewers could hear it through the live stream, what did she do? Rather than putting her phone down and handling the situation herself, Chrisean gave her responsibility to a stranger someone she had never met before so that everyone could see how little she valued her role as a mother. It was as if her priorities were completely out of sync, and viewers were horrified. People were left wondering how far Chrisean was willing to go to avoid taking responsibility for her actions, and she claimed she never left her baby in a car, even though people had actually witnessed it happen live. She tried to spin the story that Junior was outside where other people were watching him, but by that point, no one was buying it. This pattern has become one in which Kian makes a mistake, gets called out, plays the victim, and then begs for prayers. Some even reported her stream for child neglect, which was so bad that Twitch banned her from the platform altogether because they didn't want to be involved in the mess. It is a recurring cycle, and each time it gets harder for people to ignore her, especially when a child is involved. Eventually, the excuses are no longer enough, and people are willing to speak out about what is happening. If Chrisean keeps putting her pride before her child's safety, it will only be a matter of time until someone steps in for real, whether it's CPS or the law, because no amount of heartfelt prayer requests or livestream apologies will be enough when it comes to a child's safety. Additionally, Chrisean is running out of opportunities faster than she realizes, as viewers reported her for child neglect, and Twitch banned her because they didn't want to be involved in this mess. Of course, she returned, denying everything. Even though people actually witnessed it happen, live. "I didn't leave my child in the car," she continued, adding that no one believed the lie that there were people nearby to watch him. In an effort to demonstrate that she had a strong support system, she started naming everyone she could think of, including Mikey, Chinbone, and Arisa. Chrisean has been very clear about one thing: she does not need anyone's help when it comes to her son. She has repeatedly boasted that she never had to buy diapers, wipes, or even clothes for him, claiming that everything he needed came from others. She also refuted any rumors that she was homeless, calling out those who dared to spread false information about her situation. Chrisean, however, did not stop there. She also accused those who claimed to care about her child of being worried when, in fact, they never really cared about Junior. She reminded everyone of how the story kept changing, first claiming that Junior was not Blueface's baby, then changing their story and pushing a different one. The accusations only made things more toxic, and Chrisean benefited from the drama, but it was nothing compared to the commotion that broke out between Chrisean and her own sister Toki, whose falling out became the talk of the internet, especially regarding Chrisean's treatment of Junior. What started out as a small family drama quickly escalated into a serious issue when people saw something distressing on Instagram Live. Chrisean went live while hanging out with Junior, and what happened during that stream caught many off guard. She was playing around, but at one point she looked at the camera and said, "Watch this," before lifting her hand over Junior as if she were going to hit him. Although she didn't hit him, the way Junior reacted was so quick and natural that it made many viewers uneasy. It seemed like a child's reflex when a hand was raised near him. The internet went into overdrive, with people accusing Kian of abusing Junior behind the scenes. They claimed that the way he flinched in fear could only mean one thing: whether or not she hit him on camera. They assumed it was happening when no one else was around. And guess who was quick to confirm those suspicions? Her sister, Toki, who claimed that she'd been telling people that Chrisean hits Junior whenever they are alone, and that this was not an isolated incident, but rather a regular pattern, which is why Junior reacted the way he did during that livestream. Toki even went so far as to mock Chrisean online, posting a video in which she made fun of her, saying that she is a real mother who takes care of her children and does not spend her life chasing after a man. Before the abuse allegations surfaced, Chrisean accused Toki of doing something horrible to her when they were younger, saying that Toki had inappropriately touched her as a child. This shocking accusation set the internet on fire, and Toki did not take it lying down. She clapped back, threatening to sue Chrisean for defamation, and denied everything, saying that their relationship had been rocky for years because of their troubled childhood. Toki also believed that Chrisean was manipulating the past to make her look bad, and she was not going to accept it. In the midst of all of this, Junior, a child caught between adult drama, accusations, and an ugly battle that doesn't seem to be going away, is at the center of the controversy. And it's clear that this is about a little boy's well-being and whether or not the adults in his life will ever put his needs ahead of their own self-centered arguments. Not only are they at war over family secrets, but the battle for Junior's safety has become a public circus, with people taking sides and the internet watching everything they do. Watching Junior flinch like that on live made viewers wonder if Khan had been putting her hands on him when no one was around, as his reaction seemed too real to be written off as a joke. Concerns about how Junior was actually being treated at home were further stoked when it was revealed that Toki had been saying the same thing, saying that Chrisean had been touching Junior when no one else was around to witness it, which would explain why the young boy reacted the way he did and why he flinched so hard when Chrisean raised her hand. However, Toki didn't stop there. She went further by publicly mocking Chrisean in a video that she posted online, making it clear that she saw herself as but beneath all the name-calling and public criticism, there was a much deeper issue between these two sisters. Their feud had nothing to do with a simple family argument. It started years before Junior was even born, and what had started as a sibling rivalry had transformed into a toxic, messy, and highly public war that was visible to the world. Now it was no longer just a private dispute between two sisters. It had turned into a full-fledged battle of accusations, unpleasant secrets, and a terrible family history. Junior, a young boy too young to understand the drama but old enough to feel its weight every day, was caught in the middle of it all. Before all of this, Chrisean had accused Toki of touching her when they were kids, and Toki had clapped back, threatening to sue Chrisean for lying, saying that their relationship was broken because of their messed-up childhood and that she was making up stories about the past. Toki claimed that they didn't even like each other and never really did, but it didn't stop there. Their nephew also made shocking accusations against Toki, claiming that Toki would force him to do housework in exchange, which felt so wrong, especially since they were family. Chrisean feels the truth is simply too difficult for Toki to face, one story out. According to Chrisean, one aunt even pulled him into a bathroom and made an inappropriate comment that left him scared and confused as a young child growing up. Chrisean recently spoke about it again in an interview with Jason Lee, stating that Toki had hurt more people than just herself. Chrisean also pointed out that if she had been lying, Toki would have already served her those defamation papers, but nothing has happened yet. Where are the documents? Chrisean clarified that she wasn't the only one who expressed her thoughts about Toki, and Chrisean called her bluff when Toki threatened to sue her for raising such serious accusations. Nothing has been delivered to me. If there were a lawsuit, Chrisean says it would have been widely circulated on social media by now. The level of hostility between Toki and Chrisean is obviously very high, probably things we don't even know about. Junior is being watched intently though, so Chrisean needs to be careful around her. CPS may come along and take that baby away one day if she keeps acting like this. There was a lot of feedback from viewers. It was mentioned that Junior jerked all over and tried to retreat as soon as Chrisean her arm went up. Before she did it, she even said, "Watch this," as if it were amusing. I have seen this before. No matter what condition a child has, they know when something bad is about to happen, especially if it has happened before, the commenter stated, firmly believing that she was abusing Junior as her sister had claimed. She's evil, the commenter sighed, asserted that Chrisean gets with Blueface. Outraged at the child's actions, angry that everyone knows what she has done, and unhappy that Junior is not his child. And this defenseless, innocent baby somehow bears the price of it all. Even if Kian wasn't the one striking him, it's possible that someone else was, remarked an additional individual. Moreover, they might have treated him far too severely. The infant's response, nonetheless, seemed to be a real trauma response. What do you think? Is the situation being overblown online, or are people's worries about Junior real? Kindly leave your opinions in the space provided for comments below. Additionally, remember to click here to view another incredible tale that will not soon be forgotten.